Emergency is a performance installation which is inspired by the intertwined concerns of climate change and global inequality. It presents to its audience a group of people arriving to a performance location in an extreme and dangerous way.
The current concept is that overnight, a strange towering structure appears in the middle of the high street. Over the next day or days, lost people begin to appear out of the top of the structure and make their way to the ground. More and more people arrive and inhabit the landscape. In a week of R&D, we did some experiments with a basic low tower which really helped us to think about the performance quality of the piece and what the tower might look and feel like. We realised in the R&D that the power in a piece comes from the performance quality rather than resting on the impressiveness of the structure. The performance quality needs to be heightened and poetic. It's not a naturalistic representation of refugees. There needs to be a layer of abstraction and poetry, but at the same time the performers bring a real investment in the emotional journeys, which is really powerful.
Watching our colleagues try and negotiate the height and look for a way down during rehearsals became very touching and intense. We didn't know what they would do next. The piece is as much about watching other audiences' reactions to these arrivals. How do we as a community balance our reactions of empathy and hostility, of worry and hope?
At the same time, the piece is about the universal experience of being thrust into unfamiliar situations where we don't know what to do.
Where we don't recognise anything and feel like the future is completely unknown, teetering on the edge of the next unknown moment in our lives.
Having discovered the power of impactful emotional performances, we're now in the process of developing the visual look of the structure. We're thinking about the entrance at the top looking like a hole in the border fence, and perhaps using deconstructed tents sewn together to create the main body of the tower. It should be beautiful and disturbing and poetic all at once.
We also realise that there's an aspect of revealing the theatricality of it. Maybe we don't need to hide the mechanism of how the performers reach that height.
Over the next 30 years, climate change is going to create up to 200 million climate refugees and displaced people due to crop failure, extreme weather and wars over resources. What we're seeing now with refugees flowing into Europe could become the new normal. As a community, how do we deal with people who've been displaced?